Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
It doesn't have to be. Go Auto helps you save more money on car insurance.
It's
How do you do it? Well, that's easy.
Really disciplined job by the
No
coverage
expensive
unit to
add-ons.
get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will take the first swing of the game. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in.
For their conference.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room.
I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer gains.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, analytically, that makes sense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the first down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of
Wellington and her studios. This is Sean and RJ on 105.3 The Fan.
Well, they're trying to get that run play
8
going to the
o'clock hour
outside, but
as
it's the
the show
defensive end.
hopefully
He does a
flying
great
by.
job
Kay's
winning his
doing the double
one-on-one,
fist pump. She's
especially
happy as heck to get up out of here like everyone else. Peace of mind tomorrow. Tremendous job by the fellas. Raising all the money that goes for my possibilities. All of the experiences will be a part of that. Right now, I'm Sean Tree, RJ, Choppy Cowboys, and Center Bobby Bell with you on the Fan Cam
He'll pull it down.
Jerry Jones.
They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first
this
down.
morning.
Here
But
comes the
because of the
offense on
abbreviated
first
week,
and
we
10
do
from
have
the
to move
47.
it forward.
They go to the
New York
ground.
Giants. The 37.5 is the over-under. The
got a
Cowboys
bunch
are
and
favored
look
by
close
4.
to getting a
Bobby,
lot
take us
more,
inside
but
the
he's
film
got the
room
first
with your
down.
scouting report.
Here's this
Boy, this is
offense
what
with a fresh set of
turnaround.
downs.
I don't like how tight this
gonna go
turnaround
right
is.
back
When
to
you're
him on
having
first
luckily
down.
it's the Giants.
Looks as if we
And
have an
the Giants
injury
are
on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
They're bad. So we talk about with Dallas.
Didn't get much on
fact
first
that,
down. It's 2nd and 9.
Like they've remained competitive in terms of their
Now he's
effort that
looking to
they're
throw
giving.
it.
They're giving
Skips
competitive
away
effort
from
every
pressure.
week. You're starting to see with the
And
Giants.
excellent vision to
Not
find
a lot of
running room there and make a
competitive effort. Like,
really
you're seeing
good
people
pickup
checking
before
out
the
on
defense
that
put a
football team,
stop
checking
to
out
it.
on
This is why
Brian
everybody
Daboll
grows up and
specifically.
wants to be
One guy who I don't think has checked out, and a guy that I think is
he can do that.
pretty good
He
player for
drops
them,
back, he's supposed to
and
pass,
is proven to
but
be a
you
good
know
player,
what?
and it's going
I'll
to
just
sting, it's
scramble
going to
around
hurt because
and
of
I'll
what
just
it
go
meant
get plenty
for
of yards
the
and
Cowboys,
pick
and
him up
that's
and put him down.
Tyrone
I'm
Tracy,
faster than most of the
their
other
running
guys
back,
too, so
is the
good
rookie
luck
out of Purdue.
stopping.
He was a guy who was a
Got
receiver
3
in
on
Iowa,
first down. It's 2nd and 7.
and transferred to Purdue
Quarterback's
and
trolling
was
away
converted to
from
running
heat.
back. Similar to the way Tony
Outside the
Pollard
pocket,
was.
let's
Tony
go.
Pollard got to Memphis
Go.
as a receiver, transition to running back, and that was somebody
Made the snag and
Cowboys
strolled
liked
his way
a
into
lot.
the
That
end
was like the
zone.
one running back left on their board
That was an
when
absolute
it got near the end of the 5th
sledgehammer
round,
of a
and he
block,
got
just
picked up
taking the air
6
out of
picks
the ball.
before them,
And it's
or something
hard.
like that.
Dude, these Protestants, he should set up a paywall for this.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
get a Substack.
Even on just Tracy, he said an area where things have worked out for him is the left side. He scored all 3 of his touchdowns there. He has 15 of his carries that have resulted in a 10-plus yard run, and 5 of his 10-plus yard runs have come by attacking between the tackles off the right side. That's just a glimmer of what he sends every single week and does.
He's a beast. There's no doubt about it. Fun fact about Tyrone Tracy, the last player I gave analysis for in the draft show on day 3.
And when did he go? What round?
He went the 5th round.
So you decided
That was
2 rounds short of work.
That was the running back that got picked, but then we were like, well, what running back are you going to take? It's like, well, the running back, and then that's what set
That
up
was the last running back homework you did, or player?
No, that was the last player live I analyzed on the air before I then was just like, I got
Before you went in the back of the room and made your comments and got kicked out of the show?
Yep, exactly. See, you know. But no, Tracy is Tracy's a really good player. Tracy is really, like, I would be.
Now he's on top of it. I know.
Right? You called him out. That's why you called people out. The Giants can actually run the football pretty effectively at times. And so I think that should be their mode of attack. Malik Neighbors, this is the wild note I looked up. I was kind of studying him, and I was looking at different things. Neighbors hasn't had a 100-yard game since Dallas. That was the last time they had 100 yards.
And it's screwing me in fantasy.
It's not just that. 4 of his 5 highest output games from a yardage perspective this year were the first 4 weeks of the season. And, he is
teams just playing him different.
So you've seen some attention roll this way. One of the things the Giants did really well early on in the first matchup that Dallas had, they create easy matchups for him. Daboll does a good job, or did, trying to create easy looks for him, move him in motion, get him going certain ways, take advantage of the coverages, and put him in a position to where he's going to get easy catches on the move. There's not a lot of that right now, and I don't know if it's just, again, a tanking situation, or if because of some of the issues they've had with the offensive line and some of the injuries, if that's changed things. But they don't. I'm not noticing him getting schemed up nearly as much as he had been.
Broadus says Giant quarterbacks have not thrown an interception when Neighbors has been targeted 319 routes. He's going to be lined up the majority of his snaps out wide. Also going to play in the slot, where he has 15 catches, and all 3 of his touchdowns have come off him being lined up off the left side of the formation. His problem has been with tight window throws.
If you want to beat Dallas, and if you want the draft pick, we've talked about the tanking. What you need to hope for is they're going to move Malik Neighbors around the formation more, like they have been in the past. They're going to run the ball with Tyrone Tracy and get him the ball out of the backfield on some swing passes. And then defensively, you just got to hope that pass rush that the Giants have can overwhelm the Cowboys while their offensive line has been depleted. Cowboys, obviously, we talked about, they've been trying to get the ball out quickly.
the
to
kick
try and
after that
compensate for some of the issues that they've had pass blocking with the injuries that they've got. But the Giants are pretty overwhelming with how quickly they can get to the quarterback. They've got really good rushers. I mean, Kayvon Thibodeau's really good. Dexter Lawrence is about as good of a pass rushing nose tackle that's existed in the NFL.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him
player in the
down.
NFL, the second leading nose tackle in the NFL, Fraser's had 6, and Dexter Lawrence had 34 in the NFL. He is unlike anybody in the position in the NFL. He's absolutely fantastic, and he can wreck things quickly because he's on the interior. It's a quicker shot of being he can get to the quarterback quickly and kind of make some trouble for them. So I think the pass rush for the Giants, kind of teeing off, playing things in press. They play a lot more man than a lot of other teams do. Man is not a very common coverage scheme in the NFL anymore, but they still play like, why is that? A lot of teams go to like zone coverage before the quarterback to make reads easier. A lot of the press man stuff is just kind of fallen by the wayside ever since, Seattle and dropped some of that, but they've got a good pass rush that can really cause problems for Dallas. And so I think what you're looking at here is they're going to sell out and try and just break through the line of scrimmage and take advantage of Dallas' offensive line. They hope at that point maybe they'll be able to generate their second interception of the season. They've won right now, the Giants defense, which feels like awful, impossible luck, but that's the big thing. The Giants, for the Cowboys, they're going to want to get the ball in with probably a similar game plan to what they did with the Commanders, where they want to just get the ball out quickly, run the ball a little bit. If you can gash this Giants defense with the running game.
Bobby Bell with his Inside the Film Room preview, one half of the Love to Start podcast, where you can get all the Odyssey options. RJ Choppy, 5 things you want to see. More of the same is number 1, but also less of the same. I want another entertaining football game. I would like them to blow it in the end, ideally. They tried on Sunday, but I want them to do what the 2024 Cowboys have not done, and that is finish the job. Number 2, more Zeke. I want them to look for more Zeke. Right, start handing up. Oh, we're doing this the opposite way. Okay. You want them to commit to the tank, if that's what you want to do. But seriously, the 3 carries he got.
Started here in the second.
Yeah, that's normal backup. Yeah, that's normal rest for your primary running back.
Number 3, I'll let you do it again. A Turpin slant route. I said this last week, but maybe let's try it again. They ran a lot the other day against Washington. But not
he's got, like, I looked it up this week, he's at 4. And that's what he said. That's 4 routes that he's run. He's been targeted on them twice, and he's got 80 yards.
After the touchdown 2 weeks ago, they ran, I was being sarcastic, they ran 0 slant routes for him.
No slant routes for him. In fact, he's not run that many routes, period, this year. I was kind of surprised to see how little he's been involved in the route combinations. But yeah, he's had 4 routes run on slants this entire year and was targeted on 2 of them, has caught them both.
I did 1.5 slant routes.
Keeps the legs moving.
Forget the fact that they haven't run it.
This is an offense that
I'm sorry, forget the fact they haven't run it and not thrown to him. They just haven't even run it.
Nice job there.
That to me is the criminal thing. I put this down before post clarity because I wanted more Josh Butler. And you said maybe he wasn't as good as we thought.
He played a good game. It's just he was not shut down. They were able to pick on him a little bit, but I mean, he came up in big moments.
Watching the game live, I was like, all right, that's deserving of another 40 snaps. Yeah, that game was deserving. He deserved another chance. Good effort. He's earned it. And then number 5, learn when to go for 2. We all know Dan Quinn messed it up. And I think Mike did too. I think Mike did. Bobby did. Mike did too. These are what you call the little things. They may not have much of an impact, in the totality, but when you least expected that extra point to come in, and we all believe the Cowboys are winning this game, I do. Yeah, probably. Yeah, the fact that the Giants can run the ball effectively kind of scares me because this team really doesn't handle the run at home very well. But I do think they get the 3-yard touchdown. All right, there it is, little Cowboys-Giants preview. Thursday on this radio station, we'll go out to New York with a guest at 9:20 for Crosstalk with KMC. Mavs, Stars, and Menendez. Why are we still talking about these dudes? Followed by Jerry Jones live at 8:30 next.
A little more strength. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He's going to fire to the left. Oh! And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. But a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Using the quick game. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass was well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Canes line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll run for it on third and short. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by a field goal over New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Is an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field.
Come on,
They
dude.
stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down and score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback.
Let them know, Shane. That was a strong finish. That was the call last night on Channel 29. Jaden Hardy starting for 23 points. No
Catch the fucking ball, bro.
Right now is the man as the Mavs go into Atlanta and beat the Hawks and Sean RJ and Bobby Jerry Jones live at 8:30 this morning. What's going on with Kyrie Payment that has been coming up over the past couple days?
Yeah, this is a little, this timing is a little bit weird. So on Friday afternoon, Tim McMahon was talking and doing one of his podcasts, and he had started talking about the Kyrie contract situation and stuff. He's got a player option that he can, decline or accept. And he started talking about, look, he's feared there in Dallas, they love him, but that there's this contract buzz that's out there of just, they're going to have to probably pay him soon. And he's in all likelihood going to decline that option, and they're going to have to come to a deal. When, of course, then goes on ESPN on Friday afternoon, right after that, without any sort of setup with the McMahon thing, just in an NBA segment, and starts talking about, he said, yeah, this is where they like him there, and he likes being there, but they're going to have to pay up. And it feels like, hey, is this obvious? But it's the timing of it. They're both commenting at the same time. Is somebody from Kyrie's camp like, hey, y'all need to remind them payments coming? That's going to happen. And it's obvious that he's going to have to decline the option, but you are apparently going to have to give him a decent raise in order to keep him here. And they both talk about it's unlikely he'll leave because he loves it here so much, and they love him. McMahon called him the unquestioned leader of the Mavericks locker room. That's who everybody rallies towards and looks up to. But it feels like Kyrie's camp is a little bit kind of just maybe floating out there. Hey, tax man's coming, and you got to be ready to pay it. Which 30. I mean, look,
he's run out of bounds.
And the biggest thing for him is if he goes to Brooks, is he going to have a better chance of winning the NBA Cup?
And there was no question in that scenario.
That's
where the quarterback
I saw something suggest this. I can't remember who it was on Twitter the other day. That if he stays here for 4 years,
where he would find
and he has the positive run that he's had here, and let's say the Mavericks are able to win a title during that run, like they're talking about, I think you're talking about Kyrie might be going up in the rafters here already, like just in terms of talking about the leader and the guy who helped bring Luka along to the title. You're you're probably I would have honestly expected that there would have been more buzz about Jet going in at some point, but that hasn't happened, so I don't know how he got a Celtics head. Yeah, it's true.
5 goals in the third, wipes out the Stars' 2-goal lead in Carolina. Pete DeBoer called it self-inflicted. Once again, outscoring on the power play, going 0 for 3, but then allowing 2 Carolina power play goals, and letting in a shorthanded one, and essentially another shorthanded goal at the end of the power play, and they lose 6-4. So, man, this was a hurricane. That's what it was. We know Carolina at home. And there is
episodes podcast for more hockey.
Chalking up the expected goals for money puck. I do not. Give you a 2.93 for Carolina, 2.6 per half.
From now on,
LSU will dive into the playbook here
Stars
on
come up, trying
offense.
to spike off.
They've got some time to work with here, Jesse. If they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first
Anti-analytics
down.
guy
If
over
I
here.
get it, then pedal to the metal.
That
and
guy's
that
very Brady
two-minute mode,
Tucson.
try to score a touchdown.
But I do think this is a situation where you
Tomorrow
also
night in
have to
Chicago.
understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't
speaking
do
of
anything
hockey,
stupid here.
Excellent coverage and good
Peyton
use
says
of
be
the hands
careful
to knock it
before
away.
you adjust your
Man,
breakfast
it's nice to have a
Oh
quarterback.
my God,
that can do
Biz
this.
Nasty,
Last
huh?
week
What
was
happened?
unbelievable.
Hey,
This
you have
week
the story?
even
You
better.
wanna send
This
it?
dude is
Yeah,
absolutely
Paul Besson,
on
the
fire,
NHL
in the
analyst on
zone,
TNT,
feeling
was,
it,
I
using
guess,
the whole
either
field,
jumped or
doing whatever he
assaulted by
wants,
6 or
when
7
he
guys
wants, how he
at a
wants.
breakfast
He'll
place
make
in
the
Scottsdale,
play on
Arizona.
third
Was
down.
it a
He's got
breakfast
enough
place?
for
An
the first as they
altercation
mark
with,
it at
at the end of
the 32.
video, 3-minute
Clock
video explaining all the,
winding towards
6
zero.
on
They'll get
1,
one more
6
snap
on
off.
1, and it was an altercation with the guy, I guess the staff
They'll throw
member,
it on first
Paul
down.
trying to be the middleman there.
The
And
short
so he
hands,
goes
it's
up and he
Wildcat.
says, hey guys,
They make
pull
the
it.
stop,
The
but
guys
there
say,
is
no,
a
let's take
flag
this
on
out
the
front,
field.
and then
We'll
he
see what
doesn't
that's all
gotta jump
about.
from it. Paul's not the guy to pick a fight.
So
Yes,
the
he is.
decision
We
has
saw
been
this
made,
coming.
and the coach will take the
Just 2
penalty.
weeks ago, he had that breakfast order where he was making all the substitutions. He probably tried to do the same
There's
thing
five
here.
of the wait staff.
And
Six
then,
of them was.
they beat him down for asking for, can I get
On the
bacon
run, it's
instead of the
Chambers.
sausage? And then, can I get do you just have like a
And
French
he'll
toast?
make his way
but,
out
like, I
of
don't want
bounds
any
after
powdered
the
sugar
solid
on it.
pickup.
I love how he
First
says he
half
took
in the
some, he
books.
came
Time down to join
like,
Kevin
Yeah,
Connors in our
and this is the Coyote. Like I was
LSU
like,
will
would the
put
Coyote
the
fan
lead
base
to
be
start the
wrong?
second
well,
half.
they're gone. They're in Utah now. That's the
Utah Hockey Club. Okay, maybe they're just better
Fielded
than
in the
us.
end zone.
upset.
It's
Yeah, they're
Hodges.
upset. Like
I know
Arizona
he thinks
State's
he can house
facility
every
is
return,
empty
but
now.
sometimes
Yeah, this
he
guy
just
looks
has to
like
take a knee as
if
he
his
stops
head
at
and his
14.
face looks like it could have any semblance of cauliflower here. Stay away. That's the first tip.
That nose should have been in a lot of places.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive
Why are the
pressure there
Menendez
that sort of
brothers
threw
in the
them out of
news
rhythm.
every single
Wait,
week?
what
Got
is
them
going
then
on?
deep
Well,
in their own end, and
the
this
start
crowd
was
trying to
that,
help keep them
they
there.
were going
The
to
give to
reopen
the
their
back.
case
And try to
Now
see if
they've
they
got
were
breathing
going
room.
to
Got 6 all the way out
not
to the 20.
retry them, but
I
reset
like it. Just frustrate the defense.
decrease that
Just
set.
6
By the
yards,
way,
make them honor the run,
went
make
to
them know that
dinner
you're willing
at
to run the
Houston.
football and run it effectively.
Okay, he wasn't ordering anything.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming
Things
up.
escalated.
And
They
I
had
like the
one guy to
aggressiveness
leave,
on
and
third
then
and
one
short,
guy
trying to throw
kept
the
getting the
football,
man in
take
his face
advantage of
with
a
his
look that
hands
they
on
got.
him.
They weren't
He got a
successful,
little
and now it's
surprised.
4th and
It's a
short
family restaurant. I don't think
territory.
anyone's
Who
going
knows
there.
what
I
they're
grabbed the
gonna do.
guy's arm.
Now a fair
That was
catch
on
is
the
called
manager.
for,
If you
and maybe
continue to
just
assault
shy
the
of
staff, we're going to have problems.
The
And
Bayou
then just
Bengals
started
will run
chucking,
the offense out onto the
dinner
field.
man, after that guy whacked the other dude over the head with a golf club about a month ago,
They'll start this
can't
drive
find
with a
these
pass.
culprits, man. They're
Able to
dangerous
make the
fights.
catch,
spilled
but
on
not
over
in
to the
field
street,
of play.
over to
It's
the
an incomplete
CBS.
pass.
So,
LSU quick to the line.
Eric and
Sometimes
Lyle.
you see great
Eric
shooters
and
and
Lyle
they get on
Menendez.
fire and they just
They
can't miss.
have,
And that's what this QB looks
this
like
week
the
is
last
a
couple of weeks. Man.
retrial
Just
that they're
completion
trying to
percentage
reset
through the
things.
roof, running the
But it's going to
offense
be
at an
delayed until
elite level. You
2025.
can tell
The reason
in
is all
complete
this because
control of this
evidence
offense.
came out that
They're getting this guy lathered up.
sexual.
And he does a really nice job finding
to the
open
point where they
space
just
and making a good game
And the
before the
mom
stop is made.
was just like looking the
There's
other
not a
way,
running back in the country
you know,
that doesn't want to
not
get
necessarily,
fed.
not necessarily
Get
doing
fed.
anything like
Get
that,
fed, and he
but
has
just
been. He's been fed,
turning the
and
other
now
cheek.
he's up to
And
150
that
yards.
was something
so
that in
great
the
productive day for
mid-early
this running
90s was
back
like,
and create a lot of
that
balance
wasn't
on this
looked on
offense.
in the same way that it is today.
There's this girl that is on this reality show now. I think she killed
Out
her
of the
mom.
shotgun on third
but
down.
her mom, like,
Quickly complete.
effed up stuff.
He's
yeah,
right on
this
the
is-
ball,
yeah,
but not
yeah, it's
before
like
returning
Rose
it a big
3 years
pickup.
ago.
Down
Yeah,
to
it's
6 for a
grenade,
first down.
Yeah.
Let's talk on the defense.
Anyway, it made me feel
Everybody's
just
watching the
struggling,
quarterback,
and it made me
trying to
feel
make
like
a break on the ball, but he just got it out of
I
his
get
hands
it.
too quickly.
Yeah,
and the
so it
throw
changes
was too
the
accurate. Really
dynamic of
nothing you
everything.
can
So
do there.
they're
It's
set
now a
to the
fresh
line.
set of hands.
Now, the reduction is they've reduced their sentence to 50 years to life. Now, this was 1989, when they gunned down their parents. So they were convicted, a little bit after that. So you're looking at a chance for them at the 30-year mark. So if you have 50 years to life, the chance at 30 years to get this would expedite their. Let's celebrate for a change and preview Thanksgiving with Jerry Jones live on Sean and RJ next.
Pass for 6. Coming out with it, it's Hodges. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trying to get to, gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's moving out of the pocket.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. Third down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46.
Man, what a good job by the pass rush, getting to the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He looks that one in nicely. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hurricanes are flying down the field. Gonna run it. It's Moses. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The snap sets up the throw. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. 5-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Hurricane offense.
Good morning, Metroplex. Sean, RJ, and Bobby on your home for the Dallas Cowboys, and it is now time for the Jerry Jones Show, brought to you by your North Texas Ford dealers. Ford is the best in Texas.
His fingers incomplete.
In the preview,
That would have
Jerry's
been a huge game if he could have squeezed it. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's second and 10.
I want to know, though, like, the biggest dish change that Jerry has had, like, over the years, right? Over time, something different gets introduced differently on your table, right? Like, for me, I'm going to inject the brine in the turkey. Now, that's been done by people. Maybe a fried turkey has made it on your table. Maybe people are putting cheese down. What is the big dish change that has happened on your Thanksgiving Thursday?
When I was a
They got stuck in reverse.
when I got
The
up to
punt
teenagers,
can bail them out.
moved over to the fried
It'll
turkey.
go out of
After
bounds.
years,
And
in terms of
Jesse
that,
to
I
stretch
saw
out
something
this
like get
lead
fried
after
turkey
punting
anymore.
last
I
time.
don't have
I
the
think it
house
goes
to do
back
that
to the
shit.
playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guy.
Something off the table, and you're like, this is too old
Put a
school.
good drive
Get rid
together.
of this. Or you introduce something.
You know, I still don't eat any of the candied yams. Anything
Wants to
that's
throw on first down. Off
Sweet
the play
potato.
fake.
no, don't eat that.
He's going to let one
No
fly down the middle.
marshmallows. I don't
Fires
get the
a
cranberry
ball.
sauce.
Now it's picked
Still
off.
turkey,
Got
stuffing,
room on the return.
dressing,
And a
mashed.
big return
Mashed
after the
I
INT
guess, you know what,
sets
maybe
up
mac
the
and cheese
offense for this
center.
possession.
At
Just
Thanksgiving.
enough
There's a
time
lot
for
of people
one more
who claim
snap
that's
before
not
the end of the
For
quarter.
Thanksgiving. Back around.
I don't
He'll
think
come
it
out
is. I
throwing
think
on
it is.
first down.
But it's there, and I
Finds
enjoy
the
it.
tight
I don't
end.
think it's traditional.
There to make the
I
tackle,
always,
and with
it
that,
wasn't
we'll
with the
head to
filters
the
and that.
fourth
I
quarter.
always put it in.
Guys,
We don't do that. I had caught pile. I remember first kid that got as a kid that got, so that's like left our table, which is the bummer because I love non-biased.
I love it too, except like you can tone down the sweetness a little bit. You know what I mean? So
One more period to go.
Yeah.
But every time I bite, I'm like, oh my gosh,
and
I
come
should have this
home with
more
the
often.
victory.
Respect to that.
Second down here as they go
Are you?
back to work after the break.
They have
The liquor store?
Yes,
Out
they
of the
have
gun, the
these.
running back has it.
They're like,
What? Man?
yeah, you buy them. They're at the counter.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Fantastic.
They
They just leave
cross
on the counter.
midfield at the
Nice scrap.
45 with a
Are they
first and
known
10.
for their pies and specs?
Yeah, they made them since the 60s.
Wide receiver coming
Yeah,
across
so they
in
basically
motion.
opened the store.
Wow.
Sweep to the
Did I
receiver.
know that?
Yeah,
He's
you know, and that
dropped
was a
behind
thing,
the
yeah.
line of scrimmage.
And
That'll be a
it's
loss
just
of
it's like,
3.
I think the
Last
store was
play
like
was a
started
near
in 1960s,
disaster,
but
now
it's
dealing with
1960s.
second and 13.
All right.
He's looking to
I
throw.
think Jerry was like you guys last week.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
8:35.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra
Thanksgiving,
yards.
New York
Great
Giants
tackle
with
there.
Jerry Jones. Right now, on the home of the Dallas Cowboys with Sean, RJ, and Bobby. Good morning, Jerry. How are you?
Right down the middle.
Come on.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know the pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushing, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down for the offense. Quick handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. Second and 8 coming up. LSU quick to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Miami. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
How about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception.
It's a great event. It's a great tradition. I wonder, has the league ever tried to get you and Detroit to spread the wealth and get out of the game
They'll bring
on a
it
yearly
back from
basis?
inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The offense set for a first down play. It's a draw. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think in today's era of college football, we get enamored with the jet sweep. It's exciting. You get this wide receiver involved in a run game, but sometimes it's just better to go old school and just run the football conventionally on both sides.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the ref.
Jerry, you know, you got your Thanksgiving off to a great start with the victory over Washington on Sunday. Are there any games you can think of during your time with the Cowboys that had as wild and unpredictable a finish as the one you got on Sunday?
One of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to New Mexico. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. LSU right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snatches it on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Great job by the offense.
Absolutely. Jerry Jones here in the paint. Jerry, what is specifically clicking with the defense? Or is it Mike's familiarity? Is it the guys understanding? Is it a combination? Is it them getting used to his personality? Why is the defense clicking so much more now?
And the extra point is good. They're up by 3, and a field goal would just bring us even. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lamb. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The throw. to take their time here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game.
No doubt that we're getting better at what we're doing. And I think that you're
to the ground with the back. Hard-hitting tackle. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're going to go
Jerry, I
to
want to highlight
third and
Durbin
short.
for a second.
Gets it out
Just
fast.
talk about that
Tackle is
play,
made
that
after
touchdown.
the first
Talk
down.
about what you're feeling. That ball's
Defense
in the
uses
air,
a
and
timeout
what
quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the double.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when their offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.
Two different things. One's straightaway speed, one's acceleration speed. He has a both. And so, and we're trying to continue, if you notice, continue to get that ball to him in our offensive packages. And his disadvantages is his size. But you saw him take it to the house there on a slant 2 weeks ago. And so, bottom line is that he's a great weapon for us. He can be a real part of not just special teams, but offense as well.
Jerry, y'all had Dan Quinn here over the last few years. Obviously, he takes the job in Washington and done good, done really well up there. Well, when you play a former coach, do you take, you relish beating them? Do you take a little bit of added energy into the game, or is it more bittersweet?